Hi everybody, today we're going to be going over how to make your own LED illuminated materia out of these little halvesy ornaments here and some frosted glass paint and then some stained glass paint. You can skip the frosted glass step if you find some of that stained glass like sea glass paint, which is really hard to find where I live, especially during the pandemic, so we're going to skip that and add the steps. You're also going to need some semi-gloss paint and balloon lights. So there are a bunch of them. I have two kinds right now. One is a like multicolor flashy one, and the other is the white light that's in here right now. I think the multicolor one looks cooler, to be honest. So you're going to start out by cutting off the nubs or hanger portions of the ornaments, and I usually use a Dremel. It has a nice little cutting blade tool, and then I sand down the rest of it with the sanding portion tool things, so it ends up looking a lot like this afterwards. Just nice and round and with no hanging nubs. You can leave them on there if you wanted to make like hanging materia for your room or something cool like that. But for like prop purposes, just take it all the way off. After that, you're going to take some fine grain sandpaper and you're going to go ahead and sand the inside and outside until all the gloss is gone. So it'll be rough to the touch and it'll look a lot like, well, this. So the rest of this project should be done in a well-ventilated area with some sort of tarp or other protection down if you don't want to get paint all over whatever you're painting. What you're going to do is you're going to start off with your frosted glass paint, and you're going to hit a light layer on the outside and the inside. And this takes probably about 15-20 minutes between coats to cure, and then you can start tainting it, basically. Basically, all this does is it means that it's going to stay, why can't I remember this word right now? It's not going to be see-through when it's dry. And that's what you want. You don't want to be able to see what's making the light from inside. You want it to kind of remain a mystery and look really cool. So, alright, so now that we've hit it on both sides, and you can see it looks a lot neater now, and you can't exactly make out what would be inside of it, we can hit it with a stain now. And you only have to stain the outside. I highly recommend doing multiple layers of stain to get the right shade that you're looking for. I used probably about 5 layers on the blue. It came out really, really well. So, and here's also where you can't exactly do multiples at the same time. You don't want to hit it with too much or it'll start to drip. So that's why we do the layers. You're also going to want to make sure you turn them, because getting the base on something round is hard. So, yeah, so we'll put a couple layers on and then I'll show you guys the rest. Okay, so now that we have painted them and stained them and all that good stuff, now it's time for a clear coat. So this we can actually do all together. You might need to do this once or twice with it angled differently, just because, as you've probably noticed, it's kind of hard to paint a sphere. And again, you don't want to do too much. at one time because you're going to get drips and some weird stuff. So after these are allowed to cure for, let's say about 15-20 minutes, hit it with another spray, and then you're good to go. So the last step in making your materia after you've clear coated and stained and done all that good stuff is you're going to get either a ribbon that is white or the same color as your materia. You can even throw in like another shade or something like that to make it a little bit more interesting. As you can see, it throws the light a little bit, so, and gives it kind of like a swirly, cool effect on the inside, making it look more mystical. So what you'll do is you'll scrunch up your ribbon or your strip of fabric, take one of your, you might get a dud here and there, but just press on it a little bit and the battery will activate. And you layer them in with your fabric or your ribbon. And voila. This is a little easier to see because the white light inside, it doesn't blend quite as much with the outside. But yeah, you've got a materia now, a nice cute little prop that you can use for your cosplays, Final Fantasy. And these balloon lights do come in different colors, so inside the red and the blue there are corresponding light colors for that. I don't have any yellow, sadly, so white has to do in here, but it works really well anyway, because it's a lighter color with a lighter color. And that is how you make a really easy, simple, cheap materia prop.